New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the Houston Rockets. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Anunoby out there with Gordon. Then there's Towns. Then it's Gary Harris. And it's Rozier in the point guard position. Well, the Lakers last season, the worst defensive team in the NBA. Again, offense was a little bit better. Clark, what's the key for them offensively?
Well, I think a couple of things. One, ball movement, utilizing everybody. Last season, they were bottom 5 in assists, top 5 in turnovers. And that ratio, those numbers, not conducive to good offense.
Here's Towns. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Durant, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Towns. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Towns. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Man, that's an area that you'd like to see in Towns, aggressiveness, making a concerted effort to stay in attack mode.
Now here's Bosch. Over Gordon. To end the run. Goes back up. The kick out to Williams. Back to Durant. Launches a 3. Another miss by Houston. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Dishes it to Towns. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Nobody sliding over in time to stop Towns. I mean, the speed is deceiving for a guy with his size.
Hangs home the trifecta. Durant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Gordon. Rozier kicks to Gordon. Now the dish to Towns. Durant with the steal. The kick out to Collison. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And Collison, I think, is at his best when he's shooting the ball from a set position. More of a set shooter than a guy who shoots it well on the move.
And Aaron Gordon, a natural power forward. He was asked to play at small forward last season alongside Serge Ibaka.
And Gordon was willing to try it, Kevin, to his credit, looking to expand his skill set. He's not a shooter right now, and however, with his leaping ability, I think it makes sense to perhaps keep him close to the rim.
Houston making a switch. Sarge is checked in. Here's Collison, and he uses the glass on the layup. Collison's got 5.
That's all willpower and fight right there. Darren Collison finishing amidst the tall timber. Well done.
Udo's checked in for Houston. Parker comes in for Darren Collison. Now, here's Parker. He kicks it to Udo. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6. On the high post. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Parker's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, the mid-range jump shot is just automatic from Parker, especially when he gets the room to fire. Yeah, you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, Williams. It's Durant on the wing. He feeds it to Sharp. Goes up with a strike. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Durant's got his second bucket.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Houston making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Durant. And it's Ellison for Lou Williams. And then for Los Angeles, Davis is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Perry Jones in for Aaron Gordon.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Kicks it out to Ellis. Right wing. Saric against Jones. And he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Saric. And you ask any Houston fan who the greatest player in the history of the franchise is, and they all say Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark, you played against Olajuwon. Just how great a player was he? And what does he mean to this Rockets franchise today?
Boy, he was special. A first ballot Hall of Famer, brought the only titles in franchise history to the Rockets, and could do everything you want from a big guy. Graceful, strong, presence defensively and on the glass, unselfish. They called him Hakeem the Dream for good reason. That dude was a dream to play with and a nightmare for opponents.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Harrison passes to Davis. Kicks it to Jones. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Perry Jones. Several league changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up points. Lakers ahead. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. The Lakers in the lead. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Lakers 5 right now. Jones is out there with Davis. And it's Harrison in the point. There's the pick. Pass to Saric. And Carter has it in the corner. Back to Saric. 5 on the clock. Davis with some nice deep.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Harrison. Misses the 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Back to Carter. Screen by Saric. From outside the arc. Rockets keep it going with a new 24-second clock. Kicks it out to Ellis. Out to the right wing. And another shot. Sharge outside. To the wing right side. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and one trip down the floor.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Here's Joseph. Passes to Udo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Clark, some great players who can score no matter the situation. With that in mind, who do you think are some of the best finishers right now in a congested lane and a lot of traffic?
Well, there's only one guy on this list for me. I've never seen anybody do the contorting and the finishing from multiple angles against all size of defender that Kyrie Irving does. He is head and shoulders above any other finisher in the league, in my opinion. Nobody has done it like that guy does.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player that most want to build a franchise around. He is not resting on his laurels. He said, I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. Gordon's checked in for Davis.
Well, you know, one of the things young teams typically struggle with is defense. I mean, no surprise that the Lakers have struggled in that area. A lot for them to clean up before they can battle with the big boys across the NBA.
And it's sent back by Bosch. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Williams is checked in for Joseph. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Harris. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Rozier. Lakers working the ball around now. And now here's Durant, the best break opportunity. Another miss by Houston. And Clark, when you take a look at the Lakers' young core, do you see the potential for a top-flight defensive team?
Well, I think their talent is more tilted towards the offensive end. Still, I think they can become better by cutting down their mental errors defensively and focusing on the defensive rebounding and getting back in transition. Those things are correctable, and I think the young Lakers will have a chance to improve in those areas. Luke Walton is the 26th coach in Lakers history, and it was love at first sight for the Lakers. I mean, after one interview with the team and the top brass, the other interviews were all canceled, and the dream job was his for the taking, and I think he's going to turn out to be quite a good coach in the NBA.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Collison. Stolen by Bosch. Durant dishes the Bosch. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's 7 points for Chris Bosch. And he called it his dream job. But a lot of risk for Luke Walton, certainly in Los Angeles. Lakers had just gone through the worst season in franchise history.
Yeah, and, you know, not to mention the unrest in the front office, Kevin. In the end, though, for Luke, it was just too good an opportunity to pass up. He's a SoCal guy. He won rings in L.A. And it wasn't the safe move, but sometimes the best moves require some risk. It was where he wanted to be.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
You said it, Kevin. He's a highlight reel always on the launch pad.
On the wing, Gordon. He's covered by Bosch. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Sharch is checked in for Adebayo. And Parker subbed in for Darren Collison.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Sharch takes to Durant. Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon is a guy who is going to take advantage of these drives to the basket. Just feast on them. He's got a killer mindset.
Durant, the pass to Williams. Six on the shot clock. He kicks to Sharch. And stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the dunk by Towns.
The steal, then right into the fast break. Towns with excellent awareness for his age. Very mature player, despite being a young buck.
Feeds to Durant. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Durant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from the...
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Houston. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And don't go away. Lakers trail by 6. We've got Chris Bosh. Tony Parker is out there with Ellis. And there's Carter. And it's Sharch in at the force line. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And you watch the way the Rockets play, Clark, a little bit of 7 seconds or less, certainly from their coach, Mike D'Antoni. Green lights to shoot from anywhere. Just attractive basketball. A lot of fun to watch. Clark, just how much fun is to play in a team like that?
Well, I would think it would be the ideal way to play. Everybody's sharing the ball. There's plenty of possessions and opportunities. It's up and down. I mean, I think it's the way the game is intended to be played. And there's a reason why Houston has done a great job of signing players the last few seasons. And part of it is their style and the chemistry the team seems to have in playing the way they do.
And Los Angeles guys shooting about 42% so far. Kicks it out to Gordon. Passes it to Towns. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lou Williams is checked in for Houston.
Talk about the league's premier athletes, and Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, incredible dunks in the 2016 dunk contest, and his in-game dunks are ridiculous.
Williams kicks to Bosch.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Rockets leading by 5. Ellis dishes to Carter. Back to Ellis. And some nice passing there by Houston. Right side Bosch. He's off from 17 feet. And coming out of Arizona, Aaron Gordon seen as sort of a mini Blake Griffin. Not maybe as strong, but he's that kind of finisher.
Well, certainly can see some similarities and understand the comparison, but they are different players. But I think that Aaron Gordon can be better than Griffin defensively. He's got great mobility, tremendous bounce, and he's got the motor you'd like to see in a defensive player. If he can get his jump shot going, I think he'll be a star.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try, well, that's the plan. Kevin?
Offense is what the Rockets are all about, DA. You know that. Coach D'Antoni definitely focuses on this part of the game more than defense.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
That certainly was a deep one. I mean, maybe move in a little bit next time. There's no such thing as a 4-point line.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Timeout called the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. It's stolen by Jones. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
Gotta like the aggressiveness there inside from Isaac. Not afraid to mix it up and go into the defender.
Houston making a switch. Arthur's checked in. Here's Isaac. That's tipped. They recover it. And that one, good. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Washington. There's a good screen. The feet to Arthur. Back to Callis. Now, here's Joseph. He's covered closely. It's stolen by Jones. Break the Lakers, and there's the pass to Davis. Here's Isaac. Back to Davis. From 8. Bank shot, no good. It's trailed by 5. Dishes it to Joseph. Outside Durant. Into the drought. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time can rely on the rule of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul. Now a timeout called by Houston.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, we can get the fire lit.
Houston making some changes. Marsh comes in for Terrell Arthur. And it's Williams in for Joseph. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Durant. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring in.
Damn, 17-2? God damn.
Down there as easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Allison for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Allison's got his third bucket of the night.
Allison showing good concentration there. Never took his eyes off the target.
Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Houston. Adebayo's got his fourth rebound in this one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Davis. No good that time. Some solid defense from Bosch. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Left side Durant. Bosch takes to Williams. Over Harris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Durant. Got a hand on it. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time.
Ball don't lie.
Coming up right now.
Ball don't lie.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot? And that second overall pick back in the 07 draft. Were there a do-over, Durant would unquestionably be the #1 pick.
Has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day.
And so it's Washington. 3 quarters in the book. Rockets trailed by 7. Taking a look at the Lakers. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Gordon. Then it's Gary Harris. And it's Isaac in the 3 spot.
A tremendous shot blocker in college, Kevin. Towns has packed that part of his game and brought it with him to the next level.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Sharch is checked in for Adebayo.
And looking at Towns and what he can do on the floor already at his age is impressive. This is a guy who's going to be a 20-10 player perhaps for the rest of his career. And as young as he is, I tell you, the sky is the limit.
A 3 from Bosch. A drive by Collison. 6 to shoot. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That is his first foul of the game. Udo's checked in for Houston. And then for the Lakers, Anunoby, he's checked in for Isaac. And it's Rozier in for Harrison. Rozier kicks to Gordon. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete who throws it down with some major force.
Oh, come
and
on,
look at the second
gotta
year for
hit a
Towns.
shot,
It's
man.
comparable to other great big men in the history of the NBA. And Greg, I'm talking about players in the top 50 of all time.
Yeah, I mean, just on the sophomore season stats, he looks like he projects to be one of the all-time greats. Comparable numbers to some of the best who have ever played it. Think of these names: Hakeem, Duncan, Ewing, and the Admiral. Maybe we'll be saying Karl Anthony Towns as well.
Second chance effort.
Oh my God, dude, make the
Pass to
fucking
Anunoby.
man.
Out left to the wing. Rozier kicks to Towns. Outside Durant. From deep 3-point range. Again, Durant missing.
And the shots just continue.
Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound. Hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over a mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
And that's another 3. And it really, if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already, letting his guard down out there.
Clark, you know we like to reach out to the fans and have them send in questions, so I've got one right now. Here's Alex in Ohio, of all places. He asks, what sport other than basketball are you best at?
I specialized early, Alex. I was a decent athlete, had good hands, could catch and throw a football pretty well, but didn't like the contact there. Right now, I'm actually just a good workout guy, and I'm trying to become a better than average golfer.
Rozier the pass to Towns. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Udo picks one up.
Tremendous combination of power and finesse there. I mean, once Towns gets to the rim, it's a wrap.
Adebayo is checked in for the Rockets. Williams comes in for Tony Parker.
Rebound.
I'll tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, we can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And Towns gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Williams outside. He can't get that one. Los Angeles leading by 16. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
He just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
Now here's Collison. He's tightly guarded. From deep. Charge. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 4 assists in the game.
I like the balance that Collison strikes between passing and scoring.
Towns with it. Tries again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Clark, one thing you have to love about Towns is just how self-aware and humble he is. He's always looking to hone his game, and even when he puts up a big night, he can look at the tape and find something that he's got to improve on.
Yeah, that's admirable. His humility and his selflessness, being aware of what's going on, where he needs to get better, and that's part of why I think he's a leader on this team. He'll own his mistakes, and he also is owning his personal development and improvement. So the future's bright for this guy.
And Clark, we know that players are evaluated in a historical perspective, largely by how many rings they have. Do you think that's a fair way to evaluate things?
I don't think you can solely evaluate an individual player in a team sport by the number of rings he's been able to win. Clearly, it can be part of the criteria, especially if you're talking about great players who have had similar careers. It can be a differentiator. But to me, it doesn't necessarily carry the weight that some people like to give it in evaluating players. Individual performance over time is what, to me, marks the hallmark of a player worthy of Hall of Fame consideration or being talked about being one of the greats in the game.
Here's Isaac. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 4-on-3 break. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Finished off the break. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner, but unfortunately, the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
Here's Harrison. They swipe it. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Durant. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
So it's Los Angeles win this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing Milwaukee. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Towns, Anunoby out there with Gordon. Then it's Gary Harris, and it's Rozier in at the point. Now here's Towns. And the rejection by Cousins. Conley kicks to Nowitzki. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Clark, when you went up against another great forward in the league, what was your mindset?
One, I wanted to go right at him. I wanted to put him on his heels if I could. And I also wanted to be attentive to trying to disrupt him and make him uncomfortable, because if you can get a guy off his game a little bit, that can serve you and your team well. So early, I wanted to get off to a good start, be physical, and try to assert my will in the matchup right away.
Nowitzki's shot is no good. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Washington.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and tell you what, they got very lucky.
Last break, the Lakers. Karl Anthony Towns again. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
Well, turning defense into offense, Greg. Outstanding effort there. Swiped it away with ease, and off they went.
Now here's Cousins. Towns with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
And then the pass to Cousins. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big cruising centers are hard to officiate. But other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
For three, Harris. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from three.
Conley dishes to Cousins. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfect.
Conley kicks to Evans. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a good two at the other end. He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now here's Gordon. Puts up a three. Anunoby passes to Towns. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Buries it from three-point range. Gordon's got 7 points in the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Here's Gordon. 6-point lead. From down low. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. He's got 9.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Cousins. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
the dynamic finish by Cousins. Not a freak athlete, but he's a gamer for sure.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Davis down low. He's guarded by Cousins. And it's Davis missing.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Now here's Cousins. 7 points in the game.
Well, you look at the Lakers as an organization, and we know historically one of the great sports organizations in any sport. The reputation, though, has been slipping a bit in recent years. The front office moves last season, bringing what they hope will be some stability and certainly a bit more prestige to the team.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. And when you look at the Lakers' new front office, do you think it'll be an improvement?
Time will tell, Kevin. I think that's hard to predict. The pieces certainly lean towards success, but it's a hard job. Certainly there's more credibility now. I don't think there's any question about that.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Davis. Screen by Jones. It's Davis with the drop. There's the screen. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Conley gets the bucket.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
And so is Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what? Milwaukee trails by 7. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Jones. He's out there with Davis. Harrison out there with Isaac. Gallinari in the corner. Lock at 6. Henson dishes to Ben. And here's Gallinari outside. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bell's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Bucks.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Davis inside, working on Henson. Davis down low, defended by Henson. They get it back, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their full bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. He is not resting on his laurels. He said, I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Towns, a screen on Grant. Here's Harrison. The rebound by Grant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Harrison. That's his first foul. Rozier, he's checked in for the Lakers. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
When he's deep inside like that, he's looking to jam it down. An efficient scorer, John Henson.
And it's Gordon missing.
And I think all the credit goes to the defense there, Kevin. Exceptional job getting the shooter to rush that layup.
Grant kicks to Bell. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Clark, when you look back at all the coaching you received and all the coaches that you've covered, what allows a coach to have a team buy in to what he wants to do?
I think there are a couple of things there, Kevin. One is authenticity, being who you are as a man and a coach. Whatever your personality is, whatever your hallmark pillars are as a coach, the things that you don't allow to be negotiated, staying true to that. But authenticity is huge. And then adaptability, being able to be flexible within your authenticity. Those things, to me, give you the most credibility as a coach and give you a chance to one, be enjoyable to play for and also successful.
On left of the wing, Towns. Unable to get that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And whenever there's an opportunity to drive, Gordon just flies to the rim. Great quickness, breathtaking quickness.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Grant the pass to Gallinari. Grant dishes to Green. Here's Henson. The Lakers with the rebound. Outside Gordon. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection is equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Henson. Evans comes in for Gallinari. And it's Conley in for Grant. And so he makes both from the line.
Luke Walton is the 26th coach in Lakers history, and it was love at first sight for the Lakers. I mean, after one interview with the team and the top brass, the other interviews were all canceled, and the dream job was his for the taking, and I think he's going to turn out to be quite a good coach in the NBA.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And both free throws good for Green. And he called it his dream job. But a lot of risk for Luke Walton, certainly in Los Angeles. Lakers had just gone through the worst season in franchise history.
Yeah, and, you know, not to mention the unrest in the front office, Kevin. In the end, though, for Luke, it was just too good an opportunity to pass up. He's a SoCal guy who won rings in L.A., and it wasn't the safe move, but sometimes the best moves require some risk. And it was where he wanted to be.
Screen by Cousins. Green with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Here's Cousins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. That's 10 points here for Cousins.
Just tremendously physical. Cousins not afraid to rearrange some furniture in there.
That's to Rozier. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Rozier's got his first 3 points in the game.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The dish to Cousins. To the inside. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. On the shot clock. Here's Green. He treats it as the shot clock ticks down. Green's got 6.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Got to appreciate watching Nowitzki be aggressive on defense, known for his offense, but he puts his size to good use defensively, too.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Milwaukee on top, up 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Bucks leading by 5. Conley out there with Evans. Then there's Galahad. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Cousins in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And Mike Conley Jr., you know, you talk about being bred for success. Remember, his dad was a gold medalist in the triple jump. And you can just see that athleticism in his game. Super quick and elusive out on the floor.
Here's Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Anunoby's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Lakers.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Harris kicks to Towns. And stolen by Nowitzki. Alinari attacking. Kicks it out to Evans. Down low. Another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
At the line.
And with Conley's athleticism and his handle, tough to keep him out of the lane.
And if you go under on that pick, he can hurt you from deep. This guy really the complete package, arguably the most underrated point guard in our league.
And Dirk Nowitzki, what a career. 6th all-time in NBA scoring.
This season, you'll have a chance to pass the great Wilt Chamberlain for 5th on the list. And when you talk about points scored with a single team, well, he's 2nd only to Kobe Bryant, the Mamba.
The Lakers with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Hey, it's pretty simple. When Gordon is connecting like he is now, I mean, you got to keep getting the ball to him. He often takes high-quality shots.
My goodness, he is such a great dunk.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old. That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Here's Cousins. That one goes. Count it. Cousins has got 14.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Gordon, the pass to Anunoby. Towns against Cousins. And stolen by Cousins. Stolen by Gordon. Here's the break. Here's Anunoby. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. That one on Gallinari.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Nowitzki. And it's Jaron Grant in for Gallinari. The Lakers also with a sub. Harrison's check in. And Cousins throws it down.
And Cousins makes scoring look effortless. A super talented center who quickly can fill it up.
Towns, no luck. Milwaukee in the lead. To the right side. And it's Conley penetrating. Towns against Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
Lakers trail by 4. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. There's the pick. Takes it to Towns. Another miss by Towns.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Towns with the steal. Outside Gordon. Towns dishes to Gordon. This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Clark, when you think back to your career, what do you miss the most about playing in the National Basketball Association?
Well, you know, for me, Kevin, because my career was cut short due to injury, I missed the opportunity to see how good I could have been on a winning team, on a playoff team. Back in the early 80s, the Pacers were building towards that, and I never got a chance to be part of a playoff team. And the camaraderie you establish in going through the shared misery and joy of competing is something that's special and unique to sports, and you really don't find it in any other venue.
Here's Davis. A stupendous finish in traffic. Davis has got 8. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Grant kicks to Bell. And it's Evans in the corner. 5 to shoot. Grant, that's good. Grant's got his first points of the night. LA has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Harrison passes to Davis. Kicks it out to Gordon. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
Outside, Green. Fires the 3. Hands it from downtown. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
The Bucks making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Perry Jones, he's checked in for Gordon. It's stolen by Davis. For Los Angeles, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Grant up top. Here's Bell. And the layup's good off the glass. Bell's got 12 in the game.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the... We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. We've got Isaac. Davis is out there with Perry Jones. And it's Rozier in the point guard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Lakers working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jones. Bucks leading by 5. Conley kicks to Green. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got 4 points this quarter. On the basket to Rozier. Here's Isaac. Sinks the three-pointer.
And Isaac takes no time getting his shot off. He's got a lethal, quick release.
Green kicks to Nowitzki. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So it's the Lakers now. Here's Isaac. It's tipped.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Outside, Green. Feeds to Nowitzki. And Davis sends it back. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, he's going to flush it every time when he's that close to the rim. You can't allow him to get that kind of position.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for John Henson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened to what the head coach from Milwaukee was getting across to his team in the huddle. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you will win this game. Back to you.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
He sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And the basket by Isaac.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. He's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Conley kicks to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And Cousins never shy when his team needs a game-changing basket.
Here's Harrison. Drops in the layup for 2.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ballgame. You got to come up with stops.
Conley kicks to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
Finally into the lane. Cousins. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And fouled as he went up to the gun. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
Isaac was not afraid of a little contact. When he's shooting, he looks for contact.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown from Milwaukee.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drive down the lane.
Evans, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Hey, Kevin, you know Nowitzki, he has been in these situations a bunch of times before. When it's a big moment, he loves taking the shot.
Towns with the steal. Rozier the best for Gordon. Second chance effort. And Towns finishes inside. Towns has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Down the pitch to Nowitzki. Passes it to Cousins.
Good play.
And it's blocked.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
Outside Gordon. Right between the eyes.
Let's go. Come on, man. You don't leave that man open. Come on. Come on, Draymond. You should know better. You should know better.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and also the way they go to generate points off of the turnover that they forced today is also
Rozier.
Let's go.
Done. Shooting a three-point play chance coming up.
And this atmosphere is banana.
Electric.
GG,
in here. I mean, that
man.
was a tremendous shot.
GG.
This crowd all over, turned up.
Stolen. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Scary
And
Terry.
it's good,
Let's
2
go.
points.
Scary Terry.
Now
Let's
it's a
go.
6-point
Let's
lead.
go.
time working against them here.
It sure is, and with such short time, it'll be really hard for them to catch up.
Nowitzki dishes to Coleman. Towns with the steal. Throw down there, man. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 8. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Twelve seconds left in the fourth. Evans passes to Grant. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And here is Los Angeles now. And Jones now atop the key. And Jones with the stuff.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 10. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up.